Hey there friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Dominique from the Pixie Planner, and in today's video I'm giving you an update on what has been going on in my life for the past month and a half. If you've been following me for a while, then you'll have heard that I am in the process of getting dual certified as a health and life coach. And I did mention that I would try to give you guys monthly updates on how my program is going and what all is happening in my life. So let's go ahead and chat a little today. I have to say it is quite strange being in front of the camera again after taking a month and a half off. I didn't think it would be that much of a difference, but it certainly is, and nevertheless, I am very happy to be doing a video for you guys. So many good things have been happening within the past month and a half, and I do want to start off by saying that I'm going to try to keep this video short, and if there is anything that you want to hear more about from anything that I show you or talk about, then comment down below. I would be more than happy to try and go into more detail with my next video. But let's start off with, of course, what I've been using for planners the past month. So I have mentioned that I am definitely sticking with my Planner Perfect method. And if you follow me on Instagram, then I do occasionally go on there. Maybe once a week I might post a story video. So join me over on Instagram if you haven't already. But I showed a setup of my traveler's notebook that I was going to be using for the month of November. And this is a Traveler's Company leather cover. And I've had this for a very long time, and I just wanted to really simplify and minimize how much I was carrying in my bag. So what I've done, and I've been using this throughout the month of November, really enjoying it. I just have the clear pocket folder that you can find on Amazon. This is standard or narrow size. Then I have my monthly calendar, which is from Cats, or The Paper and Cats. And I've talked about this insert many times in other videos. I will leave a video linked above on my overall setup and exactly what my inserts are. So I go into more detail, so I will leave that linked above. But I've got my monthly calendar for the whole year. And then I have my Designs by Planner Perfect monthly insert. So November is what I'm keeping in here. And then this is the back side of the clear pocket folder, which is some of my most used stickers. I am keeping my journal. So if you are subscribed to the Planner Perfect subscription box, you have the option of getting the journal and the monthly planner in the box, along with washi tapes and journaling cards and stickers, all of Jenny's designs. So my journal is kept separate. I'm not carrying that around with me right now. So I just have here my monthly insert. I'm not really using the monthly layout in this book, just because I've been keeping it really kind of simple in my other calendar. But I do have here, I've been keeping up with my moon tracking, and I'm just keeping track of, with the moon phases, my mood and my energy levels. So I've been really enjoying that, and I will leave the information down below for where I got this sticker. I talked about it on Instagram, but I'll leave that down below. And so I've been using this more so for a type of just random bullet journaling and kind of keeping track of random thoughts and notes during the day. So I'm not necessarily doing the scripting method in my November insert, but I am doing the scripting method in my journal. So this is all I've been keeping with me for my planning system. When it comes to my budgeting, I've switched that up a ton over the months, and I do have quite a few budget videos on my channel, but I think I have finally found the system that is going to work best for me. And that is from Elizabeth Warren. She has a book, and I forget, your money worth or something. I'll find it and I'll leave it down below. But she wrote a book with her daughter, and it is a system of 50, 30, 20. 50% of your income is going to go towards your needs, 30% goes towards your wants, and 20% is going to go towards your savings. Now, I don't have any debt, so I find that this system is working very well for me. I started off using the Budget Mom and Dave Ramsey's 7 Baby Steps to really kind of get the chaos under control. And that was absolutely perfect and wonderful for me to really start to develop my budgeting routine and figure out what would be best for me. So I have here a Pocket Traveler's Notebook. This is from Chic Sparrow. I do have a link for 10% off of your first purchase if you are interested in trying a Chic Sparrow leather traveler's notebook. I have quite the collection now, and so I will leave that link down below. I cannot rave enough about the quality. As far as leather TNs, Chic Sparrow and Designs by Planner Perfect are the ones that I will always stick with. So I have in here what I'm using for my budgeting. I'm keeping it so simple. This is a pocket Moleskine or Moleskine. I don't know how they say it, but you know what it is. So I have a pocket here, and it is just blank graph paper. And what I decided to do was I printed up, and this is from Peanuts Planner Co. I already had this insert for one of my ring pocket planners. So it's undated, and this is just a monthly view that I have where I can write in my big bills that are due and any appointments that are going to be costing, of course, any money during the month. So things that I have to prep for, appointments that I need to prep for that are going to be costing money. And so I also, after this monthly layout, I just broke things down a little bit further. So I highlighted the 50, 30, 20, and I listed out where everything is according to the percentage. And these are just all items that I would have as a bill or as a necessity or as my hobby money or home updates. All of these are going to be listed out according to my wants, needs, and saving. So I've got this all kind of as a brief overview so I can glance back as I am tracking everything through the month. Then I flip through that page, and then I come into my weeks. And what I'm doing is I decided to track my spending each week instead of for the whole month. If I get off track and I have to kind of pick up at the end of the week, it's not that big of a deal. But if I'm tracking monthly and I miss like 3 or 4 days of tracking, for whatever reason, when I look at this whole month list of expenses, I get a little overwhelmed thinking, oh my gosh, I'm never going to catch up. I'm just going to skip it and I'll start over next month. So I found that by doing it each week, if I miss a few days, I'm not as overwhelmed because it's just such a shorter span that I have to worry about catching up on. So this has worked really well, and it also keeps me on track for my allowance that I give myself each month. So I'm not like spending all of it in 1 or 2 weeks and then left with nothing at the end of the month. I can gauge and kind of space it out a little bit better by tracking weekly expenses. So I have 4 weeks set up, and then I do have a sinking funds area. So any sinking funds that I use, I will keep track of. And then it's all blank because I haven't filled out December yet. But I'm keeping it so simple in this pocket traveler's notebook, and I'm loving it. So that is everything I have going on with my planner system at the moment. And it's been working so incredibly well just to manage what I've got going on at home and with my schooling. And so with my program, I'm in a 6-month life and health coaching program. And the program is through Health Coaching Institute. I cannot recommend them enough. There's endless video resources. There's master coaches that you connect with once a month. And I actually have my second life coaching call with a master coach today. And I love everything that they provide, so that way it's the most successful experience for you. And I've been incredibly happy with this program. So the track that I'm on right now, I should be graduating in March. But the exciting thing is that I will be able to start working with real clients even before I graduate, because of course we need the experience and the practice. I have had a few wonderful followers reach out and say that they would be interested in doing some coaching with me. So I will certainly provide more information when the time comes. Now, that leads me into sharing with you what changes I am taking on for my schooling and a little bit of my time management and time blocking. When it came to my note taking with school now, I started off printing my transcripts and the slides for my classes. And just with this one pillar that I've been in, I have a binder that is so incredibly thick with papers. It's ridiculous to me. And so I thought, you know what, I need to do something different. I am wasting paper. I am wasting very expensive ink. So that led me into researching more about using an iPad for my schooling. And I did so much research on the regular iPad, the iPad Air, and the iPad Pro. I finally came to the realization that the iPad Air was going to be the best fit for me. And so I went ahead and I upgraded my very old iPad to the iPad Air. This is the 4th generation. I got the blue. I hope that's not too shiny, but I got the blue, and it just kind of looks like a very light blue in certain lighting, but nothing crazy. I do have an OtterBox cover. I do also have the Apple Pencil, the 2nd generation, that I got with it or purchased separately for it. And so I've been using the iPad Air for my note taking, and I want to show you guys why this has been so much better for me when it comes to my schoolwork and note taking. I was very hesitant at first because if you know me, I am a pen and paper kind of girl. Digital is not my thing. I am not savvy whatsoever, but for the past 4 days I've had this iPad. I've been really just diving in and trying to familiarize myself, and I am 100% happy that I went this route. So what I want to do is flip the camera around and give you a little peek at how I've been using it for my schoolwork. And I also have purchased the Digital Passion Planner, so I want to give you a look at some fun tips that might be helpful for beginners that I found very helpful myself. And so I just want to share some tips and ideas with you guys if you are interested in maybe trying out some digital planning. So let's flip the camera around and I'll show you what I have going on. Okay guys, so here we are at my home screen, and the wallpaper here is something that I did make on Canva with the rainbow, and then I just love the quote, "Dream it, believe it, build it." So just really inspiring for me when I open up my iPad. So what we're going to do is I'm first going to show you how I've been using this for school and why I've been loving it so very much. So all I'm doing here is speeding through my login process in order for me to get to my course videos. Okay, so here we are to one of the videos for this week actually that I'm working on, and I haven't watched the video yet, but what I would do if I were ready to go ahead and start this class, I would make sure that I would download the transcripts that go along with the video. So if you click on transcripts, you can download for that video and follow along and be able to make notes and highlight different things. So once I download it to GoodNotes, and it's not a free app. It is, I believe, $7.99, but well worth it. There's just so much you can do in this app. And so the GoodNotes app is this one down here at the bottom. It's the lines with the pen. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press and drag, and that brings my transcripts off to the side. So as I'm watching the video, I can follow along and make any notes that I want by clicking on the pen, and then you're able to go ahead and write on there. You can highlight certain areas to stand out while the video is still going on. So this has just been absolutely phenomenal. And you can also change, what screen is larger for you to be viewing. I do typically prefer to have it in this mode here, so there's a lot more space for you to work with the view. But this is how I've been doing my classes and taking my notes. And so by doing this, I'm not wasting any more paper because I can do everything right here, and it is saved in my GoodNotes. It's easy to refer back to. I can quickly get to this just as quickly as it is for me to grab my binder, open it up, and then find the page that I need, because you can bookmark your most important pages, or at least what you're currently working on. So if I wanted to be able to refer back to this note page, I'd bookmark it, and then you've got 4 squares here at the top, and then this will tell me this is the page that I'm on. It is bookmarked, and say that I wanted to go out of that, you go to favorites, and right here is where all your bookmark pages are going to be. So super easy for me to get back to. I don't have to go through tons and tons of slides in order to get there. So this is what I've been loving for how I'm using my iPad with my schooling. And now I am no longer going to worry about having a binder taking up space or having to print out tons and tons of paper. So for another fun part, I want to show you the Passion Planner Digital. So I have here the Desert Sunset, and I also have one of the sticker books, the Ready, Set, Grow. And so I'll give you a quick look here at the sticker book. So this is the front cover. Then you have a bunch of different, let me get rid of the edit, there we go. You've got a bunch of different color schemes. It's going to be kind of the same stickers, and the color scheme changes. But these are great everyday use stickers, and I really love that this came with the purchase of the digital Passion Planner. I don't know how long that is going to be kind of a combo pack, but I really, really appreciate that they give you all of these stickers. Now I'm going to keep this window open because I'll show you something in a minute, but let's come to the next window. This is my Passion Planner. So I want to take us to the beginning here, and this is where you've got your cover. So I got the Desert Sunset, and this is what it looks like exactly in your paper version. So I'll open this one up real quickly, but you can see here that this is the exact format and layout as the paper version, these first few pages that we have here that I'm showing you. And I love this because I got the undated version because I wanted to be able to start it right away and see how it could potentially work for me when it comes to my school schedules and different deadlines that I'm wanting to keep track of. So I've been using this in a more personal planner way. So I'm going to just give you a quick look here. So this would be January. At the very top, you have all of your months and they are linked, so you can click and it'll take you to that very month. And then on the side here, this is where it's going to take you to the starting week of that month. So this is the first week of January. This is the first week of what would be February if you're planning on starting this for 2021. Now, coming down here, this would be the November tab. And I went ahead and I labeled November and December here because I wanted to start it right away just to see. So November, the first week of November is blank because I didn't have it yet. Then we come into the second week and you can see here I kind of played around with some color coding because I do enjoy time blocking and I wanted to track I have my little key down here, my personal, school, and work. And I've really been enjoying this a lot. And one of the biggest reasons why is because it is so easy to correct mistakes. Like, for example, I had my dentist appointment scheduled for 9 o'clock originally, and then yesterday they called and said, oh, can we move you to 8 o'clock? And it wasn't a big deal. I was like, okay. So all I had to do was, and I'll show you here real quick, I'm going to turn my edit mode on, and all I had to do was lasso that appointment and drag it to the 8 o'clock spot. So it was at 9, and then I went ahead and I just dragged it to the 8 o'clock spot, and that was it. No scribbling, no whiteout, no messing up this particular day. And so the ease of changing things around and still having it nice and neat really is a lot better than I thought it would be. I was just, when I hear people say that, I was just like, well, what's the big deal? You know, your planner's for use. Of course you're going to have scribbles and blah, blah, blah. But of course, those scribbles always bothered me. And now that I've been using this for almost a week, I get it. I understand why it's such a wonderful bonus, you know, with digital planning. Just neatness, ease of moving things around without making a complete mess. So I've been really, really enjoying this. They even have so if you're familiar with Passion Planner, they have free printables that include habit trackers, finance trackers, extra note pages, different school task lists, a lot of great stuff. And so that is still available here in the digital version. And it's wonderful because all I have to do, so if I want to have this habit tracker for next week, all I have to do is that lasso tool. I'm going to lasso it. And what I'm going to do, instead of dragging it, I'm going to just hold down, copy, and then if I come over to the next week, I will just paste it. And there it is for me. So it's just that easy. I don't have to print anything else up, you know. I don't have to, you know, use stickers and spend money on stickers and then waste that money because I don't use all the stickers. So this has just been really, really wonderful. But that is what I've got going on right now with my school and planning system. I hope you guys liked this quick life update. I've really missed being on here, and I hope you guys are staying healthy and safe. If you're interested in any more information on how I'm using my iPad Air or even on the digital Passion Planner, please leave a comment down below. As I get more comfortable with this, I would really love to share more. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again soon in my next video. Bye.